o'clock. Caught up watching Vice President and the People and looking at these investment apps. Whoa, welcome, Revelations with Ray. Oh, what are we to talk about tonight? I ain't gonna even, it's already past 8. Wait for people to click on. If you catch this later on, hopefully you get something from it. But welcome to the Revelations with Ray, half of the GrayScale podcast. I do want to say, make sure you tune in to the GrayScale podcast tomorrow night. We have moved the show to Fridays. If you haven't done so, go like the GrayScale podcast page. Hit that like button so you get the notifications when we go live. We will be going live tomorrow night, starting our second season. So we did 16 episodes, which lands us at 3 months, basically a quarter. We took last week off. Tim has some things he wanted to go do at his church. So we'll be back at it tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time on a Friday. And kicking off that Revelation second season. So we'll be doing a little recapping, a little bit of talking about what's continuing to happen out here in the world, in today's news, sports, life, all that in one role, one big giant role. I said one role. But anyway, Ray done had one of his aha moments, and I wanted to hop on here real quick. I was kind of losing myself, like I said, in there watching the Biden town hall meeting. But I wanted to talk about the big picture and people's ability to see the big picture and understand that it's not about you. This thing that we traverse and call life, this world that we living in, it's a big place. We all just small specks on it, and we need to come to grips, even myself, and continue to come to grips with, life is not all about you. I mean, it is, but it isn't. We need to have the ability to see the bigger picture, and whatever that big picture is within your universe. A lot of the times when you have kids, that bigger picture is providing a safer passage through life, and giving them an easier road and more knowledge than you had coming through it. And the bigger picture overall for the universe to me is leaving this world better than we entered it. And you have to have that big picture mind state. As one of my supervisors, sales center managers always like to say, you kind of want to be floating at 30,000 feet and thinking, way ahead and what the overall goal is, not just for the company, which each individual, you have to think of yourself as a company. You know what I'm saying? So your social security number makes you a company. Like each individual, you provide something, you provide a service, whatever it is, whether you great at customer service, you great at fixing things, you're a technician, you're a plumber, even if you haven't started your own business and doing these things that you provide, you still have a skill that you're providing to someone that has established a business. But you are a business amongst yourself. Jay-Z had one of those lines like, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. And it's a real crucial line, because we are all businesses, man and women. So you have to start thinking about yourself as a business. Like you're a business. Like your services, your body produces or gives you the ability to do and produce things that bring you income. Again, like I said, whether you're working for somebody else or have your own business, you are a business unto yourself. So you have to start thinking about yourself as a business, and you have to start thinking big picture about your business. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you're doing and involved in, thinking, okay, Where's my business, my business, whether it's me or my entity, going to be in 10 years? And what is the overall goal for my business? How do I want my business to look? How do I want my business to be remembered? How do I want my business to prosper after I am gone? And if you thinking about yourself as a business, then your what do they call it, your chains, so like McDonald's has all these different chain restaurants, and you'll have different chain stores, like Dollar General has all these different chain stores. So if you're thinking about yourself as a business, then your chains become your children. If you have children, like, they become your chains now. So now, what you produce and the fruit that you produce and the business that you create, that is the type of business slash indoor attitude that you want to pass down to your chain restaurants, so that they can model the business the way that you had it, but not only model it, but improve upon it. Hopefully that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? They can improve upon the business that you created, whatever that is. And with all businesses, they have a core values, so to speak, standards. You know what I'm saying? We will abide by this. We will do this. We strive to satisfy our customer in this manner. Blah, 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 blah. So even in the business entity, they have standards and core values. So you have to think about yourself as a business. What type of core values and standards are you, what's happening? What type of values and core standards, or core values and standards, are you implementing in your own business? Keep in mind, we talking about thinking about ourselves as a business, man. So you have to start thinking about what type of core values your business is going to uphold. And again, you want that to carry over to your chain accounts, your sister businesses and things like that. If you're going to give your name, allow another business or another entity to use your business name, then you want that entity to carry the business name in the manner in which you would carry the business name. You know what I'm saying? But in order to do that, everybody has to be able to not only focus on the bigger picture and go after it, but you have to be able to see the big picture. And I think a lot of people out here just don't see the big picture. They really can't see past what's in front of them. And they can't see, what's around them. Like, all they can see is themselves. And they ain't even looking in the mirror. That's what's crazy about it. Like, they, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just see, what's directly in front of them. And they have no ability to see the bigger picture into why it is they're doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you going to work every day. The least, you're going to work every day. I don't want to say the least, but obviously you're going to make money. You know what I'm saying? But that making money, that's not the big picture. Because anytime you trading your time in to do a job, you're going to make money. Like, making money. And that's what like, some people think the big picture is getting a paycheck at the end of the week. Straight up and down. That's the big picture for them. Like, man, as long as my money keep rolling in, I'm good. But think about this. The government will give you a free check. So if money is the big picture and all you care about is a little dough rolling in, then why not just go sit at home, fill out you some paperwork, and let the government send you a check every 2 weeks, every month, or however that works, the 1st and the 15th. If just collecting a little dough is all you concerned about, and that's the big picture to you, then the government got something for you. You know, it's bigger than that. The big picture is, you know, your why. You know, you got people depending on you. You know what I'm saying? So those people depending on you. So, for example, the big picture is you got to keep getting up and going and doing what you got to do, so that when those people that are depending on you, whether they children or elderly folks, whatever, what you doing to take care of human life and doing things the right way will be passed on to somebody else. Whether you have children or not, you got somebody looking at you, watching you, that'll be passed on to someone else. And again, overall in life, universe, the big picture is to make the world a better place than what we left it. Breaking it down into smaller terms, the bigger picture is to leave your family in a better position than one you entered in or they entered into the world in. So when you start thinking big picture things, you start really finding your true motives and your true motivation as to why you do things. So, you know, I say that to say just, you know, really kind of, I've been trying to work on my meditation. It ain't, I'm not a sit still type of person all the time, but I hear it works out well for you. My boy Edwin always saying he do his meditation, so I really need to get on that more consistently for sure. But you know, you have to take some time to think and get outside of yourself. I only know very few human beings that are not selfish, but understand the kindest people that you meet, they too have selfish tendencies. Everybody has survival instincts and a take care of me type of attitude somewhere inside of them. The kindest people that are helping folks have learned to hone and control that and put that aside and understand that there's a bigger picture out here. And the wise money makers knows that the more you help other people get what they want, 9 times out of 10 it'll end up in you getting what you want. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying get out here and get phony and be out here fake helping and all this, but hell, sometimes I say you gotta fake it till you make it. And that don't mean fake it till you make it to the top, but fake it until your habits get you to the point of being less self-centered. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are. Like, the world is a bigger place, you in it, and the more self-centered you are, the more isolated you will become, and you know, end up hanging around a whole bunch of self-centered people that act like they like each other, but really just talk shit about each other every time they're not in each other's presence. So you know, start trying to think about the big picture, your big why. You know what I'm saying? And get outside of yourself and focus on, you know, the world. And again, you can't save everybody, you can't do everything, you know, but I do think that every human being has a responsibility to think about their fellow human being. And, you know, not get run over, none of that silly shit, but think about your fellow human being and, you know, try to use that big picture thinking to keep you doing the right things. So, anyway, rambling on. That's my revelations with Ray. About to go chill out with the fam. You know, hope you got something out of that. Leave some comments. You got some questions, holla at your boy. Make sure you tune in though tomorrow, GrayScale podcast. Get on there with me and my boy Tim. You know, leave us some comments, chat it up with us, let us know what you think. Got the big vote coming up for the presidential race here in a short few weeks. Again, I will be voting. I was listening to T.I. earlier on Swear in the Morning, like he said, you know, if people out here trying so hard to get you to not vote, then your vote must mean something. So, you know, first time I'll go cast mine, and not just in this presidential election, but in local elections and more elections to come. So anyway, I'm gonna get up off here. I love y'all as always. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. The GrayScale is going black.